All
See
right,
you.
so we just teased this. You said there's an Nvidia of retail. What name would that be, and what makes it the Nvidia of retail?
Well, it sounds a little bit crazy, and especially the name I'm going to say, which is Walmart. That's our top pick. We had a buy on it for about 3 years, took it off for a couple months, and then have reestablished it as a buy. And it's actually, again, our number one pick. Things are really changing at Walmart. I can kind of get into that if you'd like.
Well, I want to get to more of the broader sector, but we teased it, so we had to talk about it. When we're looking more broadly at the sector, you can kind of loop back around to why Walmart's the Nvidia of retail in your mind. How important are tariffs when we're looking at the second half of the year for this sector? We're just talking about being a week away from the reciprocal tariffs. And also, there hasn't been a final deal when it comes to China. Do the reciprocal tariffs, do those weigh on the sector? Does a final deal with China, does that weigh on the sector? Give us a sense.
Yeah, I mean, we're just kind of cautious on the sector overall. I mean, I think tariffs are, excuse me, I think tariffs are definitely a factor here. We look at it as an import consumption tax. I heard your last guest. I think we're going to, 10, 20%. But if you look at just the theme of what the administration's doing and you look at the history here, I mean, we've had durable goods since 1995 was 5.5% of real spending. It's now 13% of real spending. Are we going to 15 or 16? We don't think so. You also have the secondhand, economy movement. You have, the reshoring movement. So tariffs are definitely a factor, but we look at all of discretionary items. Another, good figure is you look at furniture. Since 1995, volume purchases of furniture up 250%. So we don't think consumerism is dead in the U.S. In fact, we think they're really trying to get more of the fruits of the economy down to the bottom 90% and be much less dependent on the top 10% purchases or consumption of imported goods. But we do wonder where that money, if this is successful, ultimately gets spent. And we're cautious on discretionary, generally speaking. In the next 6 months, again, I think that caution is still there, even though the sector underperformed. You have very low population growth. You have tariffs coming on. So, we remain very cautious on the industry. And then one other thing I would point out is competition. Talked about Walmart, Amazon, Costco, the big three that are just consuming a lot of oxygen in the room.
Okay.